Welcome back, Captains and Admirals, to another video with a funny map run. Today, we're on Northern Waters Domination. And we're in a legendary match. So, this legendary match, we are using the all-new American legendary battleship, Ohio. We'll have a quick breakdown about the ship itself and some strats and a commander build. So, the ship has big guns. She's got 18-inch guns. She's got above average secondary reach as well, which is interesting. And she's also ironclad. So she is a Montana class battleship, but obviously she has 4 twin turrets instead of the 4 triples. They are 18-inch. So survivability is really good. She's got, I think, the highest standard health pool in the game. The only one that beats it is if you have Henry J. Hyde equipped to Grover Kerfurst. Or you could have him as inspiration on Ohio, maybe. I'm not sure which would be technically higher. Probably Ohio. Got a lot of hit points. Very well armoured. So the artillery and the defence are 100 out of 100, which is fantastic. So base secondary range is 7 kilometers, obviously with the secondary reach. She's got, like I said, 4 twin turrets with 457 millimeters or more or less 18-inch guns. But today we're in a smaller match. As you can see, it's 4 battleships and 1 cruiser versus 4 battleships and 1 cruiser. I do have a div mate with me, one of my fleet mates, CB Seb, and he's in his Yamato. So a build you could use Willis Lee and have a secondary build and have a bit of fun that way, but what you're really going to want to do is have a gunnery build. So you've got 2 options. You've got New Jersey or you have William Sims. You could use Colorado now as well, but I would stick personally with New Jersey just for the damage output. So New Jersey, she has freedom to firepower, so any shells over 10 kilometers get a 5% damage increase. Then you want flammable cannoneer, gyrating drill bits. I have then on second thought instead of firefighter. And then I have Don't You Just Love It, which is 15% increase damage on Citadel strikes and minus 7% main battery dispersion. And then I got Will to Rebuild because I'm in a division. If I wasn't in a division, I would be running Fight Fire with Fire. And then I have Scharnhorst and Andrew Cunningham. If you don't have Scharnhorst, you can use Enrique Fernandez for the extra main battery range. You could use Charles Madden, for example. You could use that Italian commander. I never remember his name off the top of my head. I'll have a quick look now. But he's got a skill called Go Away. Like I said, I can never remember his name. Oh yeah, Angelino Chenio. And his skill is Go Away, and it reduces, or it improves your shell grouping. Sorry, it improves your shell grouping by 2%. Oh, sorry, 3% for destroyers and battleships, and 7% for shooting at cruisers, which is really good. So you could stick that on if you don't have Scharnhorst. Those are my recommended builds. Modernizations, you really want to have main battery mod 2 for the extra traverse speed. Really makes a difference. And I've got steering gears mod 2. And then I have concealment mod 1. And as with all American ships, have artillery plotting room mod 2 for the minus 10% main battery dispersion, because that's just fantastic. So at the moment we're doing fairly poorly. We've only got 18,000 damage. So, trying to do what we can. We can push in and be a bit more aggressive. We're quite well armoured. We've got a lot of hit points. And we've got that above average secondary reach as well. And the secondaries in this thing aren't bad. But we're just tickling that Lepanto more than anything. We've done 29,000 damage overall. So, we do see that we reach Donskoy. That's just flipped A. And that's going to be an important target for us. The Donskoy's got a reasonable rate of fire, and a cruiser, and even a light one, she hits pretty hard, and we just hit him really hard as well. We really want to take this guy out. And the Panto just went down to our Carnot. As you can tell, the video just hit us pretty hard there. So, fired a bit of a spread at him. Should take him out. Very nice, there we go. Oh yeah, so strategies for this thing. If you want to sit back and snipe, you can do it. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd say get a bit closer in. You've got a lot of hit points. You know, you make a fantastic damage sponge in this thing. You know, as long as you angle correctly, you could soak up a huge amount of fire. And I mean that literally, you know, just they could shoot you for days. And like I said, as long as you angle correctly, you can absorb a lot of it. You're not going to want to get super close in unless you're pretty confident that you can defeat the enemies you're versing. There's a lot of battle cruisers around these days, so you've got like, you know, the Duncan at tier 8. You know, you've got the Schlieffen, Prince Rupert. There's a lot of torpedoes out there. And, you know, the problem with this thing, she's not slow, but she's long. She's quite a big ship. You know, and the fact that you glow green as well, that when you spot it, you're not exactly hard to see. We have Conqueror to our left, we have Svets, Soyuz to our front, and I believe a Grover Kurfürst as well. Shells going in, that looks real good. Didn't get a Citadel, I'm quite surprised though. Did hit him for 11,000 though. Second day's going off. Wrangling in, and he did manage to get a Citadel on it. He hit us pretty hard. This didn't do that much damage. Ricocheted mostly. Quite surprised at that angle. I thought he would have done a bit more damage to us. But the way I'm playing now, I'm playing quite aggressive. There's nothing that's offering, you know, any real threat to us with torpedoes. Conqueror's hit us pretty hard with HE there. One of the reasons I pushed the Soyuz as well is because my division had actually knocked out its super fire tower, so it was only down to one gun, you know, on its front. We should get some good hits here. It's not terrible. That's a really good bit of chunk in there. Front turret does get disabled. Conqueror didn't do too much, or the Grover Kurfürst is closing in. So you can see Seb then is Yamato coming up, firing on the Grover Kurfürst. So Seb's doing the right thing here, so we're communicating. I've said, right, I'm pushing in, need support, and he's followed me in. So the only thing I was concerned about, he is broadside to the Conqueror, and I was afraid of the Conqueror getting maybe a huge Citadel on him, but Conqueror hits him and barely does anything. So I'm just ignoring the Grover Kurfürst at the moment. The Yamato's on our team is focusing him. Conqueror goes down. So we've got 2 ships left, not including our div mid, but we've got 1 ship at the back, which he's been basically useless this entire battle. So, Seb at the moment is trying to knock out the main guns. We're going to push around and we're going to try and hit him in the soft spots. A reasonable bit of damage there. And fairly low damage there. That was a bit disappointing. We'll put the fire out because we've cleared most of his guns now. I believe that's a Bourgogne. Bourgogne hits the DK pretty hard. If it's not a Bourgogne, it's most likely an Alsace. Very similar ships. Their silhouettes and their outlines. And another kill for us. Even though it was a small game, we played really well and we absolutely flattened the enemy team. 223,000 damage, 2,660 base XP, 4 kills. It's a fantastic game. So like I said, you can play aggressive in this thing, you just don't want to overcommit. You want to make sure that there's, nothing armed with torpedoes nearby, especially destroyers. It's such a long ship. and you don't really have any defense, you've got a radar or a sonar. But she's such a fantastic ship. If you do have her, give her a go. Hopefully she'll come back to us in the bureau at some point. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care and bye for now.